and welcome to this series of Mumbai street food. And when you talk about Mumbai street food, there are certain dishes which come to your mind, and Pav Bhaji is one of it, isn't it? So this recipe of Pav Bhaji, which is my version, very home style and very tasty. Let's quickly make Pav Bhaji. So to make Pav Bhaji, there are certain vegetables which you have to have, which is tomatoes, green peas, cauliflower, capsicum and potatoes. So if you have these ingredients in your fridge, then you can make Pav Bhaji any given day, because it is really very simple. And how do you do it? You got to follow my recipe. What I have done is I have actually chopped or grated all the vegetables into fine pieces. So when you cut vegetables finely, it cooks very fast. For example, if you see this cauliflower, it's finely chopped. So either you chop it or you grate it, it's up to you. But as long as you do it finely, the cooking happens faster. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a heavy bottom pan, because the vegetables are going to cook till it gets mashed. We'll start by adding in some oil, not just oil but also some butter. And of course, this is one ingredient which I always use in Pav Bhaji, and that is Kashmiri red chilli paste. Why? Because I like the Pav Bhaji to be red in color. Moreover, because it imparts color and less of spice. So to begin with, let's add some onion, just a little bit. You don't need more of onion, because onion chopped is something that we add at the end on top when we eat the Pav Bhaji. So after you have sauteed the onion, we need to add ginger garlic paste and red chilli paste. And this is red chilli. Right in the beginning, we'll add the Pav Bhaji masala also, so that the base of the Pav Bhaji gets done. The way you make Pav Bhaji at home is definitely different than the way it is made at the roadside, because at the roadside when they make, they use a big tawa which is like really thick, and the flame is quite high, so the cooking happens faster. So right now all that this has is onion, ginger garlic paste, red chilli paste and little bit of Pav Bhaji masala. That's about it. But once you see the oil separating on the sides, which means the ginger garlic and the red chilli is cooked, we can very well add all the other vegetables. So when we say vegetables, we'll first add in cauliflower, followed by some green peas, some capsicum and tomatoes. Let's add some salt to this. And after you have added the salt, mix everything together. The color as of now looks perfect, just that the vegetables are still quite firm. They have to go really pulpy. So for which we'll cover it, lower the heat, and we'll let this cook for at least 10 minutes till the tomatoes, the cauliflower and the green peas go soft, because then we have to add in the potatoes and let it cook even more. So now let's just mash it a bit. We have still not added the potato, but we need to add that later. Wow, just look at it. The tomatoes leave its own water. We have not added any water into this, just that we let it cook on medium heat. Mashing is something which should be done at every stage, because it becomes easier towards the end. Or if you leave everything to be done towards the end, it is little difficult. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in some water to this. Along with that, we'll add in the potato. So after you've added the potato, just mix this up well. Cover it up, and now we let this cook for another 15 minutes till all of it gets nicely mashed, and that's it. Pav Bhaji is done. So while the Pav Bhaji is getting done, I have a pan here which I have kept, in which I am going to now roast the pav. So what we'll do is we first have to cut this into half. This pan is getting hot. We'll add the butter. See, what happens is when you eat Pav Bhaji outside, you will always find them roasting the same pav in the tawa or on the tawa on which they make the Pav Bhaji, which is why you'll always have this taste of the butter and the masala on the tawa. So if you have to do that at home, how will you do it? You are not making the Pav Bhaji at home on a tawa, right? So what you can do is you take the butter, you melt it, and you add a little bit of Pav Bhaji masala, just a little bit. So this way the pav also gets the flavor of pav bhaji, and you also feel that you've done a decent job when you make it at home. Coming back to the pan in which the bhaji is getting done, you see this bhaji, it's almost done, and we'll let it stay like this for some time. Coming back to the pav, oh wow. And what I think we should do is take some more butter and leave it on the sides like this in the pan. So the bhaji is done, the pav is done. All you have to do is now plate it with some raw onions and some fresh coriander and maybe a slice of lemon. And that's about it. Pav bhaji is mixed vegetables with some lovely pav, but all of it needs to be served piping hot. Make this recipe just the way I have made it and you will love it. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe.